everybody, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm building a Christmas house. Can you tell that I am excited? So, it has been a very long time since I did a, what are they called again? I'm kidding, a sweet build. I'm gonna drag out this absence so much. Okay, so, I had exams, and I didn't just have, I had assignments to do, and yeah. My brain could only really focus on one thing, and I won't lie, I've been struggling a little bit this year with some of the stuff. It's been some really deep theoretical stuff this semester or term, and yeah, I've been trying to focus on it. So I had to take a break from all of the things that would bring me joy in life, including having a social life, although that doesn't really bring me that much joy. Just with my flatmates, I have to speak to them. But anyway, I'm back and I'm super happy to be great. Super happy to be great. What even is the English language? I'm super happy to be back and to be bringing you content. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the new year. I'm hoping to get stuff done in the new year. I'm hoping to be more productive. I'm also hoping to get a job because I'm going to need that to fund myself, to make a living for myself. I'm going to need something. So it is sad, but it's going to have to be done. But we'll see what happens in said new year. And yeah, so just school, it got in the way and I couldn't have fun and it was sad. But I'm back now and I mean business. And I'm here to create a holiday home. And I'm gonna say Christmas because that's what I celebrate. So obviously, if you don't celebrate Christmas, I'm sorry. I hope you enjoy whatever you celebrate, but Christmas is my life. No, it's not. I'm kidding. It's not my life. Although, I don't know. I don't think I would want it to be Christmas every day because Christmas is so great because it's special. It would lose its novelty if it was every day. So, the wizard song is wrong. Ha. Anyway. Oh my god. I have to speak for 26 minutes. I've only spoken for 2, and it feels longer than that. So I'm going to speak about Christmas. Obviously, I'm going to be speaking about my flatmates because they're the only people I've talked to in about 2 weeks. I'm not even kidding anymore. Like, used to be a joke. It's not even a joke now. Like, we all have just established that we haven't talked to anyone outside of our own house for like 2 weeks. It's getting to a point where it's insane. So yeah, my flatmates are great. I love them. Yeah, we had a flatmas yesterday, which was the 13th, because everyone is leaving today on the 14th, so we had to have, well, not everyone, but people started to leave on the 14th, so we wanted to get that done. And of course, it was great because everyone had finished their exams by that point. So yay! And it was really good too. Oh my goodness! If you ever have the chance to cook a chicken, cook it. It's such a good learning experience. I loved it. I did it last year as well. I should mention that last year I also did a flatmas with my flatmates, but I was in a much smaller household last year. Last year I was only in a household of 3, and this year I'm in a household of 4. No, I'm not. I'm in a household of 6 people. That's so bad. Which 2 of my flatmates did I forget? No, honestly, these people, they're unforgettable. They're insane people, but I love them. They're my insane people. Well, not really. That sounds creepy. They're just people that are insane, like myself. Anyway, point is, what is the point I'm trying to make? The point I'm trying to make is they made Christmas flatness really good. We did Secret Santa. We did it terribly because we all told each other who our Secret Santa was, who our recipient was. That worked out fine because it meant that I could, for my Secret Santa, I could send memes to my flatmate because my flatmate is a big meme fan, and so I made her 13 memes. So from December 1st December 13, and yeah, it was a really fun experience. And let's just say, I have made her face a haunting experience for her. I obviously was like bad. I was making them really bad so that they were funnier. It was a hoot and a half, okay? And so I enjoyed doing that. And then of course I enjoyed getting stuff. I got I don't know what you can hear, but I got from my Secret Santa, I got a wand that is a pencil, and I got two so I can duel. And let me tell you, I will be dueling with my flatmate, who may or may not be making an appearance on this channel. I don't know when, so I can't use the correct grammar for it. She might already have appeared, and I might just seem like someone who doesn't understand time, but she may yet to appear. But yeah, we're hoping to make a little video because she's never played Sims, but she wants to, so I'm gonna let her play my Sims. And yeah, so what else can I talk about other than the fact that I adore the people I live with? Which, let's be real, that's basically been my whole life, because I mean I did love my family, so I always love the people I live with. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. How can I make this? It's only been 6 minutes. It's only been 6 minutes. Yeah, I could probably talk about the house that I'm building. So yeah, the house I'm building. I've been playing around with trying to make bigger houses, because when I make big houses, they always look really ugly. And this one, I'm very confident in saying I like it, including the roofing. The roofing always makes my roofing skills are terrible. I've said this before, but yeah, they're so bad. But this house doesn't look terrible. And I think, you know what, I think I want to thank the simming community for that, because honestly, I watch these other YouTube channels, you know, Deligracy and Lil Simsy and The Sim Supply and Simlessy and Eveline, and I can't even think off the top of my head. It's so terrible, but I love them all. And yeah, they're so inspiring, and I love them, particularly Little Simsy. Little Simsy, I love Little Simsy, mainly because I relate to her quite a lot. Quite a lot, like seriously, I relate far too. I relate a lot. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about Little Simsy because I could talk about her all day, and that seems creepy to just fangirl over someone out loud on camera. Not camera, on a microphone. I just love her. I love her. Anyway, speaking of people I love, um, I don't know where I was going with that. That was a bad segue. Haha, my speaking skills, everybody. No, I remember what I was going to say. So, um, I did Spotify Wrapped, which is when Spotify gives you all of the kind of statistics of your year on Spotify. And it's, oh god. So I've listened to like over 100,000 minutes. 200 plus, I think it's like 234 of those minutes have been from Reba. I really love her. I really love Reba. Guys, I love country music. And I said this to a friend the other day, and she was like, no, what? No. No. She couldn't see me as a country fan, but I love country music. She's like, I thought you just wore dungarees because you're a lesbian. No, that is not why I wear dungarees. Um, oh god. Well, there you go. There you have it. But yeah, that's also another person I love, Reba. Um, yeah. Okay, I'm now actually going to talk about the house. I realized that I got sidetracked by Little Simsy. Anyway, I'm building this house. This is the living room. Yeah, when I started building this house, it was just going to be a family house. Well, no, when I started building it, I knew I wanted it to be Christmas, and I wanted it to be in the snow. But then when I went into winter, obviously, winter isn't just about snow. It's about other weathers too. Other weathers, you know. And yeah, I tried to do this thing, but it doesn't really work with these couches. And then I got bored and did that. Anyway, yeah, I'm not very good at. Yeah, I'm not very good at like using other objects to make objects. You know what I mean? Like combining objects to make bigger and better looking objects. So yeah, this living room was, oh my god, this living room was a falderal. I don't know if that's a worldwide term, but where I'm from, and my mum says it all the time. She's like, such a falderal. A falderal means it's just such a, I don't even know another word for falderal. It's such a, yeah, no, I don't know another word for it. Falderal. It's just such a mess, such a complicated, such a process. Process. It's another word for process. It's such a process. I don't know. Falderal. I don't know. Anyway, I love the word falderal. So yeah, it was a big falderal because I couldn't get the placements right. And then I realized that there wasn't a room for a Christmas tree, and I was like, oh my god! So I had to move everything, and I made room for a Christmas tree because I love Christmas. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah, and then I made a cool. I don't know. I was experimenting with the chimney. I don't know if it's too tall or too thin or something, but I think I saw this the other day when I was on the bus on the way to my exam. And yeah, I saw this. Maybe I didn't see it. I don't. No, I did. I've seen it in real life, but I might have seen it also on some kind of some video. Honestly, time doesn't exist for me right now. Time is like today. I've thought the entire day was Saturday. The whole day I've just been like, oh, it's Saturday. Oh, it's not Saturday. It's Friday. It is Friday, people. Yeah. So what was it? Talk Christmas. I'm talking about Christmas. So yeah, I really love Christmas. Oh, why have I paused? Oh, so also because this is a Christmas build, I was watching a Christmas. Well, no, I guess it would be a Christmas film. I was watching Rise of the Guardians, which I'm gonna say is a Christmas film. I really love Rise of the Guardians. It came out when I was like, excuse me, it came out when I was about 13. Oh, excuse me. Please excuse me. Um, it came out when I was about 13, but I really love it. I just love that whole like the origins of myths and stuff like that. Like I really love. I don't know what to call it, but like Rise of the Guardians, it's so lovely. Like it gives like a cute like origin story for how Santa and the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy and Jack Frost and the Boogeyman all like coexist with each other, and I love those kind of stories. Like when like fairy tales get modernized, but it's not really modernized because they're still, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's modernized because they are modern in a modern setting, but they themselves are still, you know, not, they themselves are not modern. But I really like it when like fairy tale characters are given a modern setting. So like they are modern. You know, does that make sense? Like they're in a modern setting and are modern, but not just, yeah. Anyway, it's a cartoon film and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I absolutely love it. And I love it. And it it always makes me tear up when the children come to fight with them. Anyway, yeah, I was watching that while I was building, and it was making me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Oh God. Oh, me, oh me, oh my, oh. Anyways, we're upstairs now in this wonderful build. It's been 15 minutes. I hope you're still with me because I don't know what to say now. What else can I talk about? Christmas films. Oh my god, I can talk about films. Um, I'm not going to talk about films because all I've been doing for the last God knows how many weeks is talking about films. Because my module, one of my modules for this term, has been reading film and television. So it's been all about the theories behind film and television. So we've got things like feminist theory and psychoanalysis and phenomenology. That was a fun one. Couldn't tell you what it's about though. I'm so great. I can't even tell you what I learned this term. Um, yeah. I also did a history and a English, an English one, a history and an English one. Oh, that's when I got distracted by the film. Yeah. Wait, is it? No, I got distracted by my phone because my phone was giving me messages about my flatmates' travel arrangements, and I was like, oh. So yeah, I apologize for this very long. This is a long pause. God, this must be hours in real life. It won't be because this clip is only, yeah. There we go. I'm moving again. I'm moving again. Yeah. This room I'm thinking like for a tween, maybe like not quite old enough to have a double bed, although I didn't have one until I left home. But like, uh, yeah. So like, I don't know, maybe like 14, like between 13 and 15, or maybe 13. No, maybe not. Yeah, maybe like between 11 and 14, I would say. Because there's another teen room that we decorate that's a lot older. And yeah, it's blue. I love blue. It's a good color. This room here, we're doing a twin toddler room because I was going to do a toddler room, then I realized it was far too big for just one toddler. So yeah, it's quite a big toddler room, I would say. Yeah, I really like how it turned out, actually. Like all the colors and everything. And yeah, I totally forgot what I was talking about before the pause. Oh God, I am so yeah, I was talking about phenomenology. I don't know what it is. Although I do, but I just like I don't know if it's just me that does this, but like once I've done an exam and I walk out of that exam hall, I'm never gonna remember anything I did in that exam. Ever. Like I never like I have no idea what I did in that exam. I don't remember any of it. Like as soon as I'm out, I'm out. If I submit, and it's the same with if I submit it like a pre-written assignment. Once it's submitted, it gets like wiped from my memory. Like I never remember again. It's really weird. Like I can remember things that I've learned in high school, but I cannot remember the assessments. Although I can remember some assessments, like the oral ones. Like I can remember doing those because I didn't like it. Although by the time I got to sixth year and I was reading my English, my higher English, which is A level I think it's A level in America. No, in America, in England. Because if you didn't know, Scots have a completely different education system to the English and the Welsh and the Irish. Northern Irish. That's fun. Yeah, I love I generally do actually love talking about school. Like I love learning and I love learning in school, but I also love learning about other schools, like learning the specific like the different kind of education systems there are, like because in Scotland, and I guess there are some similarities, like in Scotland and England, like there is a uniform, but for example, like England have sixth form, we don't have sixth form in Scotland. Like you wear a uniform until the day you leave, and on the day you leave, it's I guess it's actually kind of dependent on each school because like in primary school, which is like the main bit of your education, which is like from the ages of like 5 to 11, um you are I've forgotten what I was saying. Yeah, from the ages of 5 to 11 you go to primary school, and on the last day for us we we brought a book in, on my last day of primary 7, we brought a book in and everyone signed it. And then we were piped out of the school, and we also didn't have to wear a uniform on that day. But I knew that like other schools in my town, because there were 2 primary schools in my town, and then there were like a few others like out of town, like 5, 10, 15 minutes away from our town, and like the surrounding villages and everything. So one of the other towns in my town, not one of the other schools in my town, they got to wear like their school shirts, and people would sign the school shirts, but our school didn't allow that for some reason. Who knew why? I think it was one of the parents complaining, but it was so different even from like school to school. So I think I love hearing about the different experiences within each school, and like the differences, like for example, like school dinners. If you had a school dinner, you would sit in the hall. But if you had a packed lunch, you would sit somewhere else. We would sit on the stage of our main hall. Like we had a main hall, like the stage looked down on the main hall, which was like it it doubled as a dining hall as well. It was really nice. Yeah. Speaking of things that are nice, this room. Such a good segue. This is my favorite room of the house, I think. Which is strange because normally I love a kitchen. Y'all know how much I love a kitchen. But yeah, this is my favorite room of the house. Um, I think. I think. No, it's my favorite bedroom at least. I really like. I'm not a grand fan of green, but I really love like the deep green and khaki green. I am a sucker for a khaki green shirt. I love a khaki green shirt. I love it, love it, love it. I love it so much. I'm sorry. I'm in a really weird mood. I haven't spoken to people in days. Um, because I was studying right up until the 12th at 2, but I didn't study the morning of my exam because as a rule I don't study on the morning of my exam because it just stresses me out, and because of short-term memory, if you haven't learnt it by like the morning, it's not going to get learned. I just don't bother with all that anxiety and pressure. Like I already had to deal with that like the previous week actually studying for it. I'm not going to do it on the day of the exam when it matters. So, yeah, that's just my rule for myself. I don't like to study the morning of an exam because it stresses me out. Because normally, like, if I do it, there's like the fear that I'm going to, I'm going to completely have some kind of panic when I realize how much I don't know. So, yeah. Oh, right. See this bit here? I'm putting a shower in there. I completely forgot there was a second bathroom upstairs. So I didn't see a second bathroom, so I just went, oh, there's no room for it. I don't want to have to change everything. So I put a shower downstairs as well because I have a bath and a shower. Obviously, the bath needs to be for the toddlers. It was so stupid. Anyway, I start doing I change the light so I can do the whatchamacallit, what are they called? Landscaping. And y'all know how much I hate landscaping, but I quite like how I did the landscaping for this one. Since I realized that the plant from cats and dogs has different swatches, I didn't realize it did. I thought it only came in one swatch. It does not. I'm happy about this discovery. I can't remember whose channel I was watching when I discovered it, but they had changed it, and I was like, what is this wizardry? Speaking of witches, I am so good at these segues. Speaking of witches, Sabrina's cool. I really love that new series. I don't know if I've spoken about this on my channel, but The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is really good. Oh my goodness, it's so good. And like that has nothing to do with the fact that Michelle Gomez is in it, because I love me some Michelle Gomez. But yeah, I wasn't expecting to love it because the title suggests it's going to be filled with horror. It's not as scary as I thought it would be. But yeah. So I'm doing some landscaping. I forgot to record the rest of my landscaping because I find landscaping boring. So so I cut it. and I don't think I recorded it either. I couldn't find the footage for it, so I'm going to assume I didn't record it. So yeah, the screenshots will look very different because it did start to snow when I went into live mode, and yeah, and also you get to see my sim self, which I had to remake. I had to remake my sim self, and I couldn't remember what I'd made originally. So yeah, anyway, we're coming to the end, so I'm gonna stop talking about Sabrina. I might do some cast with that. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen because the CC Tumblr. What's she called? Oh my goodness, I can't remember her name. Lana CC finds. But anyway, these are the screenshots. There's my sim self cooking. Yeah, it's a beautiful house. It's decorated for Christmas on the inside and on the outside. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe if you can, and I'm going to see you next time. Well, actually I won't, because I can't see you, and I can't hear you. You can hear me, but you can't see me, because I don't have a webcam and can't afford one. Anyway, thanks for watching, and bye guys! See ya! Bye.